Hey everyone, it's that time of year. It is Kornfest. You excited about Kornfest? We actually drove by Kornfest a few days early just to see what they were setting up and kind of take a sneak peek at it. And this was the footage I got. It looked like they had a bunch of rides being set up and some food areas, a lot of beer gardens. It wouldn't be Wisconsin without a beer garden. Without further ado, let's get started and let's go to Kornfest, day 1. Now, on the first day, the priority was food, and of course, when you're talking food at fairs, you are talking about the yummiest, the most delicious funnel cake, and it is covered in powdered sugar and delicious, and you can lick it right off your fingers, so good. They also had a lot of other food options available as well. And we noticed they had a few carnival games. You could even win goldfish, as well as they had rides like the Fun Slide and the Ferris Wheel and the Tilt-A-Whirl. Not to be mistaken by the Ferris Wheel, which is also being used as the Tilt-A-Whirl. And behind all the carnival games sits the Tilt-A-Whirl. I get queasy just looking at it. And being from Florida, I've experienced enough hurricanes to know that this ride is not for me. I'm more of the Fun Factory Funhouse type, but my friend Vanessa showed up and we decided to get Corndogs. And I also got a funnel cake. And some cheese curds, because that's what you do when you live in Wisconsin. We decided to end the day early because it was looking cloudy, but we also opened Pokémon cards for our Patreons. And if you're not a Patreon already, definitely check out the link in the description. I have everything from exclusive videos to postcards sent to you from different places I visit, as well as souvenirs. There's a Patreon for almost every price range, from starting as low as $1. You can get the special content, like this week I'm opening the special collection Team Instinct box from Pokémon. So that will be exclusive to the Patreons. Now, back to the parade. So day 2 was the Kornfest parade, and I'm here with Caden, and we're gonna just talk about the parade over the parade because there was copywritten music, and I don't want to get in trouble from YouTube. So Caden's here with me.
Hello.
Caden, what'd you think of your first Kornfest?
I'm confused still.
Why is that?
Well, it's called Kornfest spelled with a K. But there's there's the band Korn is not there, and also there is no there was no corn to eat. There was no corn on the cob.
I found out they did have corn on the cob.
Oh, they did?
We just missed it.
Oh man. We'll have
But also I don't like corn on the cob, so
I do.
I know you like corn on the cob. We'll just make it at home.
Is running out of time. We can't escape this constant lie. Say that you truly love me, baby. Don't try to resist it, baby.
And there was a lot of Mustangs in the parade. And I love Mustangs.
And I bet you're really excited for tomorrow, which is going to be the car show.
Yes, I'm very excited.
There's a lot of candy being thrown, a lot of frisbees, all sorts of cool things kids could grab for.
We need a wagon like that.
Yeah, we could use a wagon like that. If you want to become a channel supporter of our Patreon.
So that we can get a wagon.
To take to events like this. Okay, so here comes a giant train.
This was the coolest, like, it's not a float.
Is it a train? Is it a car? I don't know.
Is it? Yeah. But whatever, I freaking loved this. And, like, he had the horn and the bells, and I want it.
Would you drive around on the road in a giant train if you could?
Yes, I absolutely would.
Surrender now, let your guard down. We can't escape the future. 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 Can't escape the
Oh, are those the Norwegian flag?
Yeah, that's the Sons of Norway.
Ah.
And here comes Holmen High School's marching band. They're spelling out Holmen. Those tubas must be so heavy.
I always just love the drums and the bands. They're my favorite part. I don't remember any of it though.
Could you imagine having to carry the tuba?
I have trouble carrying a jug of milk across the house, so.
This was an interesting float. They had water guns and they were spraying each other. Which, honestly, it was a really warm day out, so it probably felt really nice.
I should have looked for bugs. It was such a nice day. Why didn't I look for the ants?
This is Moxie Salon.
Moxie. The Moxie I know is from Borderlands.
And here is the YMCA. They weren't doing the YMCA though.
So, wait, how's the song go?
No, we can't sing it. I'll get in trouble.
I'm sorry. I want to sing it so bad. I used to go to their summer camp.
I want to know what catfish days are. I'm going to have to look this up later because if they are doing a catfish fry, that sounds right up my alley.
Oh, I love the art on the car.
Yeah, it's a really cool catfish. It almost kind of looks like if you've seen the band The Gorillas.
There was this video I remember watching when YouTube was like still getting popular, and the song was called "I'm a Little Catfish."
So everyone go look it up now.
No, don't.
Oh, is it bad? Is it bad? Don't look it up now. Okay.
It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's definitely a more like adult geared like audience.
About a catfish.
Yeah, about a catfish.
I'm looking this up right after we record this. Check out this leggy minion. Now, I used to work at Universal Studios Orlando, and I saw the minions every day when the Superstar Parade went by. Look at this leggy minion serving leg. Heck yeah.
I love that from the side it almost looks like the way the head is, like there's two minions walking side by side.
Splitting out. Here comes some puppos.
Followed by a giant tooth holding a toothbrush.
These poor traumatized dogs are being chased by a giant tooth.
It's definitely my favorite dental ad.
I like their toothbrush bags. I think those are bags.
Yeah, they were also like handing out toothbrushes.
No, but the bags were shaped like toothpaste.
Oh, I really want one now.
Yeah, me too. I wonder where they got those. Those are really cool.
I think it said Colgate. So.
Yeah. Colgate, if you want to sponsor me, like, totally. Or whatever this place was, you know.
The Fraud Squad.
No, not the Fraud Squad, the dentist before them.
When I saw the Fraud Squad go by, I imagined, like, kind of like Power Ranger, like, people popping out of the
balloons?
Yeah.
You've been watching too much of these, like, prank shows. Like...
But it wouldn't be a prank. They'd be the Fraud Squad.
My idea is you have a bunch of people in frog suits. Let me try that again. My idea is you have a bunch of people in frog suits jump out and call it the Frog Squad Fraud Squad.
That's a mouthful.
Sorry, I had a frog in my throat earlier. Such lovely tutus. Oh, this was really cool. They actually had like the gymnastic balance beam and the bar. And they were doing all sorts of tricks up on it on the float.
It was super cool. It was also really cool. I've never actually like seen I've not actually like paid attention to gymnastics before, and it was cool seeing like how they like spot them when they're like doing their flips and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to not have bad wrists.
Or bones in general.
Yeah.
Not like we don't have bones.
Why do we have to have bones?
I just mean like it's nice to have bones that don't hurt you.
Look at that flippy. It also kind of reminded me of the Universal Superstar Parade I used to see, because when the Dora float went by, the monkeys used to have a little bar like that they would do flips onto a trampoline. More kicks and round-offs. And here comes Holmen Middle School's marching band. If you notice too, there's people selling drinks in these little golf carts.
There was also people running around making sure that like the students were hydrated and getting water.
I wonder what that position is called, like student waterer.
Well, isn't it still like just the water boy?
I don't know. I really don't know. And noticing from being from the south, notice that water truck, it says big 20-ounce water or pop.
Oh, or pop. I just say soda or Coca-Cola.
That's because we're from the south, but up here they say pop.
So, like, when I saw this school bus, I was like, wow, that is the most up-to-date school bus. I mean, I don't know if it's, like, up-to-date, but, like, that was the most...
It's very clean.
Yeah, it's the most clean-looking, like, school bus I've ever seen.
I see some kilts ahead from the Shamrock Club. And I just recently learned that I'm not Irish. I'm actually Scottish and Portuguese. They had some folk dancing going on in the back of that float.
One of my favorite movies is Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster, and they do, like, the Scotland Highland Games in it, and I loved it. It, like...
Well, this is Ireland.
Oh, oops. But you said you were Scottish, and then I started thinking about the Loch Ness Monster.
I'm totally gonna leave that in this.
I can't help that I'm ADHD, and you said that you're Scottish, and then my brain was like, oh, here's a file. It's the Loch Ness Monster for Scooby-Doo. Like...
This was really cute. This is a DJ and some kid, and I thought it was really cute. I think the kid's his kid. I'm not sure though. But it was really cute because the kid was hyping up the audience and everything into the microphone, and the DJ was just looking at the kid like, good job! Like, it was really cute. I wish I could play the audio because, you know, there's good music playing. It's just we couldn't play it because YouTube would take away... What does YouTube do? Did they just take down the video? I guess they take down the video.
They, like, flag it for copyright or something. One thing that I thought was kind of odd, there were no horses in this parade. And all of the parades I've been to in Florida, they, like... There's almost always a horse, like, for some reason, like, whether it be, like, Pride in Orlando, or, like, something where I grew up, or, like, in a friend's town, like, for some reason, there's, like, almost always a horse, and now we're in the, like, this is the Midwest. There's horses on, like, every corner, almost everyone has one, I feel like, and...
Hold on, real quick, I want to give a shout out to this person who's in the front here juggling the batons. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was...
I'm a juggler myself. That was incredible. I would be intimidated by a giant flailing bat swinging in the air above my head, let alone 3 of them. That's incredible. Oddly, the music that I picked for this, it goes so well to what they were dancing to, so it actually really works out. You kind of get the vibe of the party here. And here's the Mardi Gras float.
I've been to the one at Universal Studios.
Oh, this was cool. So this was the Oktoberfest float, and Oktoberfest is huge in La Crosse, and they're playing some really clubby techno music, and I loved it. Yeah, they even had a choreographed dance to this electronic music.
When we were told that like this was gonna be a thing and came out here to see what it was,
We didn't expect it to be this big.
Yeah, no, we definitely didn't. We were like, oh, that's a small area. It's gonna be like a small, like maybe 10, 15 minute.
We're like, we might have to go somewhere else and see what else was in town, and like, no, we were here for an hour, and this was a wonderful parade. I like this wave they do. I've never seen that before. That must be like a formal type of wave. I'm serious. I noticed a few people doing this wave.
No, I'm sure, and that's good. I thought it was funny when you were like a formal type of wave.
And I was doing the motions too.
Yeah.
My arms would get tired doing this for like an hour. Can you imagine? Both arms?
No.
And for those of you at home, we're sitting behind this microphone trying to do the wave, and we're getting tired. Kudos to all these patient people who took the nice slow walk and performed for us, because this was a wonderful parade. There's even people giving out bags so that you could fill your bags with more candy, because people were filling their bags with candy.
Abracadabra. Alakazam. That Trek says Abra, right?
Yeah, Abra body repair.
Ah.
In one of these cars, it has the Doll Automotives logo on it. They have a museum downtown La Crosse, and I would love to visit that someday, and we will visit that someday. But first, I wanted to show this. This is Onalaska High School, and they slayed with the cover of Greenday. So we're going to shut up through this because this is just so damn good. Hilltoppers.
Ah. A lot of the fonts on these I could not read.
When I was a kid, I was taught cursive. Caden, on the other hand's generation didn't get cursive. So.
No, I got a laptop.
Look at this, another tooth. This one's waving. Something tells me if your tooth is waving at you, you should probably see a dentist. Do you remember the children's show Timmy the Tooth with his dog Brush and the Cavity Goon?
I remember Icky Vicky.
No, that's Timmy Turner.
Oh. Oh, and there was this very nice guy giving out popsicles for free. I was about to pass out because it was way too hot for me. And I definitely snatched one up and put it on my neck and forehead to cool down.
Yeah, we weren't really sure how to open it, but we put it on Caden's head and it cooled him off.
I ended up ripping it open with my teeth. It was fine.
Here's the Rotary Club.
Yeah, my papa used to be in a Rotary Club. I went there with him, and quite a few times, and I still don't know what it was that they did that was going on, or what they did, or...
Check this guy out selling the little inflatable animals and stuff.
I think he had cotton candy, too.
Did he? Awesome.
I hope so, because I thought I saw it, and I wanted it so
I
bad.
want cotton candy. I think it'd be really funny to add, like, pelting noises to this video and just...
Oh,
Ow!
And then here was a giant shopping cart.
A giant shopping cart, and how bad, like, I wanted to drive this so bad. I'm sure you wanted to drive this terribly, too.
I just wanted to ride it.
Do you remember, did you ever see the Jackass movie where they were riding on the shopping cart at the beginning of the movie? Down a hill. They were all hopping in the shopping carts and crashing and stuff, and they all got on this giant one.
No, I
They
don't.
pushed it and crashed it.
Oh, this is the place that we got all the cool pamphlets, so we...
Yeah, this is how I find out where things are in La Crosse when I'm, driving
Or
around
just
trying to
all
find...
over Wisconsin.
Yeah, they really just have, like, all different areas, too. But Explore La Crosse is more specific to the La Crosse region. So I've grabbed a few of those, and those have all sorts of events in that area. Oh, here's a race car, and they revved it up, and you could hear it go vroom, vroom, vroom. This was so cute. I love this song.
Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We got the blues on the run. Sing boom torero. Sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel. For the gang's all here. For the gang's all here. Woo!
Cutest thing in the world. I love that float. There's that wave again.
Oh, this was the bowling. Look, they're little bowling pins.
Yeah, they're little bowling pins. I think they're giving out bowling games to all the kids.
I like bowling. I miss it.
Excel Energy. There was a baby driving that truck. Did you see that?
There's another Mustang.
Here comes the Butterfest float. We're going to be going to Butterfest very soon. I want to go there so badly. We have to. We absolutely have to go to Butterfest. It takes place in Sparta, which is where we went to that mold place.
Mold?
The mold garden, where they have the big fiberglass.
Oh, sorry. I'm from Florida, so when you say mold, I think like something that'll kill you, not like.
This was the fireworks company that did the fireworks the night before. I didn't get any of the footage of it because we went home early and to avoid the rain. Check out the poop emoji hat. Love it.
It's supposed to be chocolate frozen yogurt.
I think that's what the emoji was originally supposed to be, but I think universally it's the poop emoji.
Yeah, I think it's fate.
Honestly, if you type in poop, I'm pretty sure the emoji comes up now. At least they weren't throwing poop off the float.
No.
This was the Alumni marching band. Alright, we're now at the middle school for the swap meet and the car show. First, out front, they actually had some helicopters. It was pretty cool. They had Snoopy and, what's the bird's name?
I don't know.
Oh, I knew it. It was at the tip of my tongue.
Tweed?
No, that's not Tweety Bird.
Oh.
That's Sylvester and Tweety. Oh, it's gonna come to me at the end of this video, I know it. If I shout it out in the middle of the video. Woodstock! Woodstock's the bird! Now, I'm not much of a car person, but I can appreciate how pretty they look. Especially the older cars.
We also watch restoration shows.
Yeah, we watch a lot of restoration shows. I don't understand what they're saying, but
It's cool to watch the cars go from, like, most of the time, like, these rusty, beat-up things that you are like, oh, well, that's lost to time, but no, they, like, take it and restore it, and then you have these beautiful vehicles. They really don't make vehicles that look cool anymore, I don't feel like, or at least the number of vehicles that look cool has, like, gone down drastically.
And you're all about the Mustang. I'm all about the really vintage, old-looking cars like this one, which I would have no idea how to drive.
Oh, I love the ones like this, too. I love Mustangs, but I really, really appreciate those, like, way older cars.
See, I want an Isotta Fascini, but I don't have millions of dollars to drop on a car. But that's the car from Sunset Boulevard that Norma Desmond rides in. We actually had a lot of neat-looking cars here at this show.
This was definitely one of the biggest car shows I've ever been to. A lot of the ones that I've been to in Florida were on a much smaller scale. There was like...
And probably a more corporate scale, wouldn't you think? Like, was it a lot of
No.
car dealerships? No? It was still a small swap meet?
It was still like local places in Florida, and it was mostly like people who had restored their cars, but there were definitely not anywhere near as many older cars. A lot of them were newer. They were still cool. They just... You know, they were more cool in the sense that they, like, had, like, LED lights under them.
This guy was so happy to show you he like, built this car from scraps and had to build custom pieces because they just don't make them.
Yeah, he was saying that, like, he welded and stuff and made the part that wasn't manufactured anymore so that he could restore this vehicle. And I just thought that was, like, the coolest, because in the restoration shows we watch... I've not really seen any of them make parts themselves that aren't really manufactured. They usually just have to find it from another vehicle that's kind of mostly broken down.
This car kind of reminds me of the Mel's Diner.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have that out here.
They do not. They have Culver's, but let me tell you.
They haven't tried a steak burger from Steak and Shake.
Culver's is good. It is good. But it's expensive. And Steak and Shake, they're open 24 hours.
They're cheap.
They're cheap.
They usually have some pretty good deals online going, so you can usually get a pretty good deal. Or they have their milkshake happy hour.
Yeah, and...
Not a sponsor, by the way, but it's Steak and Shake. If you want to make me a sponsor, just... free milkshakes for life.
There's not one out here. Wouldn't matter. But they had like string fries, and they were like a more like they styled it to look like a retro diner, and so a lot of these like retro vehicles I like would be things they'd have like little toys of on display and stuff.
Have you ever been to a Johnny Rockets?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay. They had a few of those in Florida as well. I don't think they have them out here, but they have them in a few places.
Some of these cars were like surprisingly low to the ground.
Some of them looked like one speed bump away from a seesaw.
Oh yeah, and this guy had a toolkit that's the Ford logo.
1965 Mustang. Caden likes the newer Mustangs.
I like the older ones too, but like one of the few newer vehicles I do like is still the Mustang. I think I just like all Mustangs.
You just like to go zoom zoom. You can't have an old school car like this and not have fuzzy dice in the window. Look at this one! Those white wall tires. This motorcycle, did you see the wallpaper on this thing?
Yeah, this was definitely like the prettiest motorcycle I've ever seen. And then we just passed that car that was like touching
Super
the ground.
Kissing the floor. Like,
yeah.
They must have lowered it onto the ground. There's no way that could have been driven here.
And if it was,
It has to raise.
I am very impressed with the upkeep of the roads.
I was watching a show with a guy who designs cars, and he actually describes that cars have to have a face to them.
Art concentration. The fronts of vehicles, but then you make it a human. Like, just make their faces the shape they make the vehicles with, like...
This taxi's cool. It actually has wheelchair accessibility up in the front. That was pretty neat. And then also they had a lot of arts and crafts vendors at this event.
My shirt got complimented. I can't say what it said, though. There's a lot of support out here for like just everywhere we've been to in Wisconsin so far. There's a lot of like support for local businesses and artists and stuff, and I love that.
They had a lot of antique toys. I didn't see any like anything that really caught my eye. Like, I'm not really into car collecting. I can't escape this mouse. Caden grabbed some picture frames that he wanted, and I saw this cool Coca-Cola syrup bottle. Old cars and antiques are a great way to end Kornfest, and we were done with Kornfest because it had been a long weekend. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can find out where we're going next week. I'll see you then.